Now I got.
You do know,
Okay,
Chris,
here's the layer.
you don't actually need to film your monitor or your laptop. You're watching Internet Horror Stories. Kinda, yeah, this is a very long-lasting horror story that never, ever, ever, ever ends.
Head shapes.
I mean, how else would you describe Christian's life story, if not a fucking horror
Shrink
story?
them just a little bit.
He'll have the book with zero shit out.
Okay, there we go.
I'm pretty sure he's still owing a massive amount of pages to people, as well as probably merchandise. Oh, I could never treat my job like that. If they actually had a job, you know, doing my dream project, whatever the fuck, and I could make money off of that, I'd be doing at least what normal people do. You know, normal 8 hours a day of work time, for at least 5-6 days a week. Just, you know, because that's kind of how you treat that. Serious?
Christine reported on Twitter
But
that
no.
a troll texted her to say that he was from
Not
the future. She
fucking
replied by saying that
Chris.
he should go back because he had forgotten their 2010 to 2020 sports almanac. The next day, after not returning home the night before,
Oh, look,
the
kitty.
janitor's cat, Sorbet,
Kitty.
was found by a neighbor, hiding in a gutter in her driveway. The cat was only moved after being sprayed with water from a hose.
Cat was
After
like, I don't
checking
want to
with a
rejoin.
veterinarian,
No.
Sorbet was found to have suffered head trauma, a
Oh, the fuck.
neuromuscular dilation, bruises, and some bleeding. The
Okay.
doctor concluded that he had likely been struck by a car and would stay at the vet over the weekend.
Oh, little kitty.
On the 21st, Chris revealed the cover art for Sonichu issue 12, prominently addressing LGBTQ themes, as the scene was
Why?
set during
Are you
the
working
annual
on 12? I
so-called
thought we were at 11.
SLGBTQ
What the
Pride
fuck happened to
Festival
11?
of Quickville.
God damn it,
Chris
Chris.
addressed the addition of the S to the acronym in a
Put you
Facebook
once,
post.
just once. Finish one
Let's
fucking
talk a bit about
thing.
my idea of adding the S to
Ah.
LGBTQ. Firstly, the S is for straight, or cisgender. Both the straight and cisgender flags are above the S. I feel it's beneficial and good to include the straight/cisgender, as to not leave them feeling left out. I mean, we, the LGBTQ, have our straight allies and supporters, and to figure ourselves as different from them, in a sense, have seeded the idea of our community in us. Regardless, we do welcome them to our Pride festivals and events, but they each may have been feeling singled and left out. Plus,
I mean,
look at the acronym this
no,
way.
not really.
SLGBTQ.
Can't say I feel left out.
We, the LGBT, and
I mean,
everyone
if people
in
want to
between.
make their own little community
The Q
thing, I say
being
go
the
ahead.
queer
If you want to
in questioning,
exclude
either
somebody from
amongst
that,
our
go
allies
ahead. I don't
and
give a
those maybe
shit.
exploring and figuring themselves out. And the S,
As long
our
as I remain the
allies,
right to make my
most
own
of them
group.
at least, that were here before us,
Sounds
and we still welcome them,
pleasant
at
enough.
least the ones with open hearts. We, the LGBTQ, still strive and work towards equality and freedom like everyone else. Have we totally
I'm pretty sure that
considered
is
the
not
same
true
for
for
them?
everyone,
We
though.
are equal to everyone, and we are to remain included.
Much
And
as I
the
hate to
least
say it,
return the
I'm
favor
quite
unto them.
few.
Include their flags and letter
Women
in what
realize
we
that not
already
being black,
have.
so
The total salad of a multitude of variants
I
that
mean,
makes
as
us
long
all
as
as a
they,
whole
you know,
a damn great salad.
let you be part
meats
of
and
their
fruits
movement,
included.
why not?
We,
Then again, I
the
do
whole
think that
world
groups should
together,
also have the right to
the
exclude people if they
SLGBTQ.
want to.
Thank you.
It's in a way also a
On May
personal right.
22nd, Christine
Want to make your own
reported
group
that
and
Sorbet had
then
been brought
sure,
back
you
from the
decide who
vet
goes in and who
shared
comes,
the latest
who
pictures of
not.
him.
Sounds fair
He
enough
was
to me.
feeling better, even though his left pupil
Just,
was
you
still
know, I will
dilated.
keep myself the right to
2
make my
days
own
later,
group then.
Chris made an
Do the
updated
same
video
thing.
for YouTube.
Because fair is fair. Easy
That's
peasy.
pretty much,
Schlemm and squeezy.
This video is another plea for money.
Because things get a lot more problematic
We're
once you
really
actually, you
broke,
know,
and my
include
mother
groups like
needs more
politics,
of her meal
politicians,
replacement checks
making
right
their own little
now.
groups. Then things become a bit more problematic because those technically should not be able to exclude people that easily. But well,
Anyway,
we're talking about
obviously,
private things
as y'all
basically.
may have noticed,
Let's ignore
on my
that.
Facebook,
Kill that thing.
I have made completed a bunch of
I can already feel the
pages
pain
for Book 11.
coming from these things again. They hurt a lot. Comparatively speaking.
Here, screen cap that. Ugh, kaput Dix. The internet trolls.
What next?
Kaput
Hey!
Dix.
Look at Chris trying to be smart.
But anyway, yes.
Failing horrible
my
at it.
mother and I, we need a lot more money, please. So
Yes,
please
we
donate
know.
to the link below.
How often have you
No
told
less
people that
than
you need
$1.
money? Why do you never
No
seem to save any of the
change.
money?
We want
Why don't you ever
dollar
pay your
amounts.
fucking debts? We're
And
against the
definitely
wall, fucking
for each
hell.
person, the recommended amount, but the link is
It's not that fucking hard. First things first, you collect some money. That's the first step. You get some money. Fucking finally. Yay. Now pay part of your fucking debts. Because otherwise you're gonna forever pay the fucking interest on that, you mongoloids. Just don't buy fucking toys every single time. You could be fucking debt-free at this point, potentially, if you just fucking stop doing that. Why is this person allowed to manage their own money? For fuck's sake. That's clearly and obviously not a person capable of doing that. I mean, look at him. Jesus fucking Christ.
Jess, please, please,
Just don't get
please.
into debt. I'm just
We need the money for more food.
There was that one scene, you know, where the Barbara had pawned off one of her necklaces. One of the more pricey ones, a gold necklace or something, I don't fucking remember. I was like, okay, why the fuck did you have that? If you're short of money, why did you still have some fucking jewelry lying around that could be easily turned into money any time? If you are bitching about needing money. I mean, sure, it's not liquid money, but you had money lying around, so you're lying to us. You don't actually need money. You have it lying around, you just don't want to go through the fucking trouble of getting rid of it. Fuck's sake. Then he starts begging for money, then he gets money, and the first thing he does is buying a new necklace for his mom. And I'm sitting there like, are you fucking kidding me? Use the money on your debt, you fucking idiots. And that's actually a failure on both of their parts. Because if I were his mother, I'd be like, no, sonny boy. We ain't gonna go and buy a fucking necklace. We gonna pay debts now. Because we don't want to pay fucking interest for the rest of our fucking lives now, do we? But maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just the only one person in the room who's sitting there like going, like, you know, maybe paying debts for eternity is not such a pleasant idea. I mean, I can understand if you have a long-lasting debt for example, buying yourself a home or something. Okay, if you pay that for 30 years, I can get behind that idea. But that's a huge investment you're doing, but Jesus fucking Christ, in that case it's not even that. Quite literally overspending their credit cards and are not capable of paying them back on time. Stuff like that. It's... oh, gets me really annoyed.
Another week and a half to go. God. And sorbet. The vet bill was $160.
I wanted to say 150. You corrected yourself. I'm pretty sure you're lying again out of your fucking ass.
Thank you.
That's also the problem now. Chris has proven over and over again that he is quite literally lying out of his ass often enough. Even when he gets called out on it, he just continues with his lie.
I
So
said
it's really
nothing
hard to
under
believe.
$1 in donations. No donations less than $1.
That's not for you to
We need
decide.
the
That's not how
money.
donations work,
Tell
you
Mom.
absolute asshole. If people want to give you a fucking cent because they don't have more, be grateful, cunt. Fucking
And
cuntish.
you've been needing a lot of...
Life, energy, rest.
I told him that I reminded him that you need a lot of these shakes.
Yeah.
Anyway, tell
What a
them,
royal pain
no
in the ass.
donations less than
See,
$1.
it's just...
No donations
Well,
less than $1.
oh, you're nice and organized, you know.
Thank
Maybe
you
somewhat
very
somber when
much.
it comes to money, German. Seeing a situation like this is just... it's
Some viewers
a
felt that
horror.
Christine's behavior towards Barbara could be considered elder abuse and made
Really,
their feelings
really
publicly known to
horror.
her. Chris deleted the video soon after, but it was downloaded by Christorians and re-uploaded onto YouTube.
Is anyone surprised?
On May 29th,
I'm not surprised. I'm
Christine
sitting here
offered
like,
a
yeah,
video
what
update
were you
on her
expecting?
cat, Sorbet.
Okay, Kitty's back. How are you doing, Kitty? Aww. Yep.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah, bless you indeed, little kitty.
That might be cute, though.
Oh, look at the eye, though.
Oh,
Jesus, Kitty.
Well,
You're not looking good.
Right. I'll let you go then.
That makes me sad. Innocent little kitty.
On the final day of May, Chris posted a work of fan art of a fictitious cover for Sonichu issue 13, set to
That
be
eye
a
really doesn't look
crossover
good, though.
of Sonichu
That's
characters
probably
and
blind.
characters from the Planet Dolan conglomerate of YouTube channels. Also on that day, she notified her followers
Oh, well,
that she
on the
was
way to
planning on
blindness at the
posting
very
the
least, I'd
Sonichu
imagine.
pages on Patreon, made available only to paying patrons. and would only make them available to the public once the comic book was completed. Chris proceeded to upload freshly finished pages of issue 11.
I mean, you know, if we get in the news, nice little article saying like, well, Chris Chandler found dead, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I kind of figured he would end up that way at some point. But this moment in time I can quite digitally say that I feel a lot worse about the poor little kitty than Chris. Might sound a bit heartless, but that's at least an honest statement.
She determined to show them off if her post received 1,000 positive reactions. On June 7th, she offered a video update concerning the progress of her comic book.
Currently the
Chris, always the
previews
little
have been covered up to page 61. We're up to
But then you
about
realize
page
he's not joking.
65 or
It
6
means
right
that
now
quite
in the book.
digital.
And
Quite digital.
yes, I finally got my own complete collection of my own books, printed well by my publisher, and also
Now
through
we ask the
Patreon.
interesting
This will pretty
question.
much be
How
the
much did
only
you
way
pay for that
at the
printing?
moment to get
How much are you gonna
copies
earn off of that?
of my book,
Hmm.
including those beyond book 4.
In case of Patreon, where you already have collected the money for the books,
All right.
have
Now
you
I see
put
what
the
I was
money
thinking,
aside in order to
thinking.
actually handle the shipping now, without making an outright loss?
My big
course
Sachu
not.
binders.
Who am I kidding?
3 of them now, counting the one with all the
Who am I
cards
kidding?
and my own pugs. Anyway, that's a whole lot of crazy artwork. Actually, there's a 4th book, but that'll be a separate volume because that is X-rated. Anyway, volumes of my art book, art binder, art books, illustrations. Yeah, let me see what
Not
else.
too interested, honestly.
Anything else? Anything else?
They'd already mentioned that you could write a script
I'm still
before you
thinking-
actually record a
still thinking
video.
of processing and possibly further
Probably I did.
developments.
Probably I'm suffering from
actual
dementia at this point.
And trying to keep the haters out of the loop about that.
Oh, that's gonna work
So
splendidly.
there. It's all good. Thank you very much and have a good day.
Okay.
On June
That's a
11th,
very
Christine
bright
apologized on
effect.
Facebook for failing to reply to many business inquiries and fan questions, stating that she needed a team of representatives to keep up with all incoming queries. She then sent out
You
the
will
message
really,
that if
really
fans
not get
were
that
capable
much in the
of
way of
willing to
fan
make
mail.
better
That
Sonic
you need a
fan
fucking
art,
team
fan
to deal with
fiction,
that,
or
honestly.
games, she would allow them to do so freely and would consider it as official Sonichi merchandise. She gave guidelines for the stories that creators should follow, such as adhering to the characters she created and maintaining content fit for a 7-year-old. She apologized for expressing hate for past
Best
fan
part
art and once
about
again
any
supported the idea of
franchise
Sonichi
that
Media
has ever
before she
existed,
could make it
any
officially
character that was
herself.
ever created, is the simple fact that
On
you
June 12th,
take the
Chris
internet.
appeared at a remembrance ceremony held at the
Suddenly there's
University
porn
of
of it.
Virginia
It's
in
actually
honor
one of the parts I
people
find the
who
most
died
amusing
in the
about
Pulse
Humanity.
nightclub shooting in
Telling people to
Orlando,
not do that
Florida.
is
She brought
honestly
with her
not
Sonichi
good.
medallion, a drawing showing solidarity for the SLGBTQ community.
Also, you know, the simple fact that you can
photoshopped
actually
photograph of the Chandlers and her characters set in a photo
reach
frame
quite
in a
far
handwritten poetic
with your
letter
product
and
through
drawing,
fucking porn
which she
nowadays
recited
is
in
actually
front of
kinda
the
amazing, isn't it?
attendees. The local NBC News station was at the event.
Like if I ever
and
create a
featured
fucking
Christine
character,
expressing her
somebody makes
opinions.
porn of it, I'd be like,
The
yes,
University of Virginia community is also
yes,
honoring
very
the
good,
victims of that mass
continue.
shooting from 1 year ago.
No.
New tonight, the student body
Why
of UVA
wouldn't I?
hosted a memorial service to honor
Why
the
the
49
fuck wouldn't
victims
I?
who lost their lives at the nightclub.
That'd be
in
amazing.
Florida.
That'd be fan
This all
art.
unfolded on
That'd be
the steps of
fucking
the
bloody hell
Rotunda along
amazing.
University
I'd be happy.
Avenue. The 2-hour-long event included an opportunity
Far
for
too
people to
happy
create art and
to
share
chill
their
moan about
tributes.
it. I mean, remember how Chris
hate.
reacts when he gets
It was
fucking
not
fan
so
art?
good.
He's like,
And
yeah,
paranoid
thanks,
is-
you
is
could
a
have done
bust.
better. There's some details I don't
Feel
like. It's
love
like,
that
bitch, please,
comes from
stop
us,
it.
and try to feel love that you can offer, at least from within yourselves, for yourselves.
People also read the names of those killed out loud during the ceremony. The event helped to promote equality and diversity.
Mm-hmm.
Later that day, Chris
Sorry.
live-streamed herself
Give
reciting
me a second. Just saying the descendant of mine. She wished what any vision of your feeling pornography connected to it. I mean,
the poetic
yes,
letter
probably
which
there
she
will
had read
be
out at the
humanity
memorial service.
in a nutshell. If it
Unfortunately,
is, and if
she
it's
failed
not
to notice
completely,
that her microphone
no,
had
even if
been
it is actually
disabled
completely
and did not
unsuitable
capture
to
any
pornographic
part of the
content,
recitation.
someone will create porn
Her
out
letter
of
read
it.
in part, I feel for y'all.
I think that's a
my
very nice
friends,
expression just
family,
how
and
much our
allies
desires
this
and our
lifetime of
creativity
ours.
are
Lost
bound
and
together.
confused is this point
Interesting
of our
enough.
lives where we are meant to be. Where do we belong in our local communities? With minds gone blank, like a fully erased
Pretty much.
paper,
There are only very
we are
few,
left with
very
the
bleak and
remnants
very
of what
dead
we had
futures
thought of
where,
before
you know,
impulsively lost in time. I, too, was there during
something
the time
exists
y'all
and
were
there's not
bullied,
one of it.
broken, and beat up bad.
Yeah.
The
I
times
really,
we've
really,
sought
really must
for
I
new
say though,
friendships
I
to
really
later
hate
maybe
Chris's
find truest
attitude
love
towards
from one within.
quote-unquote
Soon
fans.
enough, we not only have found ourselves, but we three,
Seems
child, teen, and
so
adult,
fucking
combined, worked
ungrateful.
out our idea